Protests around the country today ahead of this weekend's planned crackdown on thousands of undocumented immigrants in 10 major cities, including right here in Atlanta. Elwin Lopez joins us now with how local communities are bracing for these raids. Elwin?
Ron, I've spoken to some people who already changed their day-to-day routines, fearing what's coming next. Today, we went to a rally against detention centers along the U.S.-Mexico border, but many had something to say about these upcoming raids. Immigration advocates and religious leaders rally against detention centers along the U.S.-Mexico border. Just last week, the Office of the Inspector General released photos showing overcrowding and poor conditions at Border Patrol facilities in Texas. And this rally comes just 2 days before massive deportation raids are expected in 10 major cities, including Atlanta.
Nobody wants to have to worry about whether or not they're going to be taken from their houses. It's just ridiculous.
It's not something I like doing, but people have come into our country illegally. We're focused on criminals.
President Trump says the thousands of undocumented immigrants targeted already have removal orders. State Representative Brenda Lopez says she has already received calls ahead of the raids.
They're worried about their neighbors. They're worried about their friends. So, it is a very difficult situation, I think, and we get to a very crucial point when both people that have absolutely zero direct effect by policies are afraid for their neighbors.
Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms hopes the president calls the raids off.
I really hope for the first time that this is just additional theatrics from the president and that he calls it off again.
So here's what frightens some in immigrant communities in Atlanta. It's the possible collateral damage, meaning undocumented immigrants who are not targeted in these raids might be detained when ICE comes knocking on the door for those who do have deportation orders. Now, we spoke to an immigration attorney about what your rights are during an ICE raid. We have that in English and in Spanish on 11alive.com.